Well, these are, well, we're getting into back end of November now, and these I've finally tied up my raspberry canes. They are what grew this year, so they are the ones that will bear the fruit next year. As you can see, they've turned brown now. The stems are all woody, but if you look sort of along a bit there, for example that one there, the new growth will appear from there. But what I've done here is, as you can see, I've tied them into the string, and after reading watching a video, someone suggests that most of the fruit grows on the top 60% of the plant. So I was going to chop the top of these raspberry plants back down to the height of the fence to stop the wind blowing them about and possibly snapping the canes. But what they suggested, and what I've done here, is, as you can see, that one is growing up, but then once it gets past there, as you can see, I've bent it over with a bit of string back down, and I've done that with all the tops of the canes, and that way I still keep that top 60% of them, and hopefully I'll get a good harvest. So as you can see there, zoom in a little bit, that one's bent down and over, and move over. That one is being bent over, and so is that one, and I've done that with all my canes, as you can see, all the way down. So hopefully next year all the canes there, and hopefully I should get a decent crop of raspberries. Well, I did very well this year, but hopefully next year I might get even more. And if I do, then, as I say in a previous video with me inkberry jam, I might have a go at doing some raspberry jam as well, if I get enough. So that's me raspberries. As I said, I'll try anywhere I can find space. I usually plant things. I hate spaces going to waste, so this is what I used to grow my carrots in. So I've decided to put a few of me red wind onions in there, because it seems a shame for it to go to waste. I hate waste, so that's what I mean when I say if I've got a bit of space, I'll fill it. Well, my vegetable bed is getting thinner and thinner as we go. One thing that's still doing well is my chard, and that's doing really well. Go along there, that's my sorrel there. That plant there is supposed to be radishes, and I haven't managed to get around to harvest as many as I'd like, so they've gone past the best. But nature is a lovely thing, and if I can get a bit closer there it is, and some of them have grown and grown and grown to the point where they've started producing some lovely looking flowers. So I still get something out of them anyway. Whether it's not a vegetable, I still get some nice flowers. So there you go. Well, I'll show you these very quickly. They're just the onions sets, which are doing very well. The temperature has really dropped now. It's getting down to about 7 and about 4, 5 during the night. so they're looking okay. Let's say that's the kale, looking really good. Some more onions in that one to overwinter. Going very slowly here. These are my turnips, bit long and elongated, but might be still worth picking. These are my purple top Milans, and if I can just move these to the side. The growth has slowed down, but there you go. The growth has slowed down, but they're still growing a little bit. There you go, some more down there. So I'm still getting my turnips. As I said, the swede is going along alright. Some more onions in there. I've spaced them a bit wider, give them a bit more room to grow, so we'll see how they go. They're my sensu leeks. There's not much more growth or development in terms of the rust, so I think it's a bit too cold for the rust now, but yeah, not massive, but they've been nice, and there's a few more to come. Parsnips are well, there's that pot there, and then there's that pot there. The lush green is dying off now, but they'll be alright in the ground till Christmas. It's only 3-4 weeks away now, so they'll be spot on. We've got loads of empty beds. There's a one there, and then all my pea and sweet corn pots are all empty now. Believe it or not, even more. Well, these are me garlic, and they're in there, standing up, still looking quite green and healthy. So that's in there. Some more there. These are my strawberries, doing alright. The flowers I showed you earlier on, which are there, it's going to be too cold for them now, so I won't get any strawberries, but it was a nice thought. Me Brussels sprouts, yeah, well, I think they're fattening up a little bit. I mean, you know, some of them at the bottom, like that one there, not bad, and then as you go up there's some more decent ones. There's some at the top there that are doing really nice, fattening up. Whole load there. May look a bit unsightly, but it's just the outer leaves. If you take the outer ones off, they'll be alright, but there's still some nice ones there. But one's not too fantastic, but as you go further up, some decent ones. I'll be able to salvage some for my Christmas dinner out of all these. I'm doing alright. I think, oh, right, my Triffid still bearing fruit. I've removed all my chilies because it's too cold for them to ripen off. So this greenhouse is looking empty except for my Triffid, which I'm still getting plenty of fruit from. So that's one greenhouse, and the other one, very quickly, sweet peas, doing very nice. growing at a slowish pace, but they are supposed to be overwintering. I do a few flowers, so they're doing alright. I've got 1 or 2 leftover onion sets, but I might find some spaces for them to grow in my border. If I do, I'll put them in as and where I can. As I say, plenty of flowers. There are my cauliflower, doing alright. Don't really do much to them, just not even water them really when it's this cold, just as long as the soil is moist, that's enough for them. But they are still growing, albeit slowly, but that's good. And some more there, and some more there. So there you go. And these are some flowers which haven't done anything yet, but it might be a little while before. Actually, they are moving. Where are you? That's it, there you go. Too close. There's a one just coming through there, and it's a little seed coming through there. So they are starting to make a move. Bit of lettuce and plants. So basically that's it in here. So these are my 1-row peas that I've sown in a tray, and as you can see, looking all over, quite a few of them have germinated, and there's some, if I can find one, yeah, like that one there. You can see it's got the beginnings of shoots there, so they are coming. And as you can see, we'll hopefully keep these going overwinter in this greenhouse, and hopefully they'll survive. But so far they're doing well. So 1-row peas. That's it really, just flowers which maybe not to everyone's taste if you're looking for just vegetables, but I do like my flowers as well. And these are verbascums, and which are, as you can see, they are germinating, and foxgloves, tiny little seedlings just starting to come through there. So yeah, that's me greenhouse, and that's my garden. The only 2 more things. First is me raw beans, as you can see there. They were looking a bit dark and dishevelled in the greenhouse, so I decided to plant them out, and as you can see, they're the same, a lot happier outside, so in the fresh air, even though it is chillier. So we'll see how they survive outside. And finally, just show you in here, that's a pot with rhubarb in. You can see the crown there, that's a crown. A few weeds coming through, but I'll mulch around the crown with a bit of compost, keep the weeds down. But things like all my bulbs, as you can see there, are coming through. And can I find somewhere? Oh yeah, these over here. Bulbs are flying away at the moment. Some more strawberries. These here, oh this here, and there's a couple over there. These are raspberry canes that have suddenly sprouted well away from the other ones which are down there. But I thought, why not? So I've let them grow, and hopefully I get some raspberries growing up the tree as well. So I'll see how that goes. And finally, my Christmas spuds. Here they are. I'm still only giving them about a weekly feed. Again, that pot, they're not going to grow anymore really. It's just a case of how long they can survive with this cold weather. But they're still looking green, they're still looking alright. There's a bit of wind damage to a few leaves, but generally, and particularly that third pot I've got there at the back, looking really green and healthy. So hopefully there are some spuds in there developing. I will do a potato Christmas reveal probably as late as I can, and hopefully the soil doesn't freeze before I do. But yeah, the potatoes doing really well, so I might be in for a nice surprise this Christmas. We'll see how it goes. I won't count my chickens yet. So that's me potatoes. Okay. Right. Few seedlings grown. My peas, my cauliflowers and what have you, just barely ticking over. But they're alive at the moment, which is a plus. So I'll just keep my fingers crossed, see what happens. I mean, obviously most of me sown will be next year, with all me less hardy vegetables and flowers, but I'll make loads of videos then. This year I only started my videos about 6 months ago, and by then most of the stuff I'd planted and everything. So this year, or next year should I say, I'll be showing you things from the start, such as how I sowed my peas, my garlic, my onion sets. They're done this year, but next year it'll be mostly onion seeds and all my vegetable seeds. So hopefully it'll be a bit more informative for you. The next bit is my chilies that I've brought indoors, and I'll show you them next. Right, this is we're indoors now. It's getting a bit dark outside, as you can see, so we've come indoors. As I say, the thing I generally do with my chili plants is when it gets cold like this and I haven't got time to ripen outside, I bring them in, and when they warm up, it ripens them up lovely. So as you can see, you got various stages. You got one there which is practically fully ripened now. You've got one here which is right at the bottom but still a bit green on the top, and then you got one there, hope you can see this, it's still fully green, but they are ripening. As you can see, there's one at the top starting to ripen. So there you go, that's my big banana pepper plant doing very nicely. The other thing I do, I've got two here. Right, this is my cayenne pepper. Now what I've done with this, it was, and excuse me, it was the size of this heat wave, which is quite a tall plant, but what I've done, and I'm going to try it again, is I'll prune it back, usually at the point where it sort of splits and divides, as you can see there. Splits and divides there, so I normally prune them back to a node like that, and there's a one there. I give it a good hot prune back, and then what I'll do is I'll put a bit of slow release, bit of grow more in round the base, and basically well, I won't hardly ever water it. I'll just make sure there's just the bare minimum amount of moisture in that soil so the roots don't rot in the winter, and I'll keep this in my garage, which does get cool, but hopefully it'll just make the plant go into dormancy, and we'll see if we can keep it alive till next year. And the idea of that is when this regrows again, it's got a good head start, it's got a root system. I'll top it up with some fresh compost and feed next year when I think it is still alive, and well, we'll see if we can overwinter it. This one, the heat wave, as you can see, there's still quite a few peppers on that, but they're all green. But I've just brought this one in, so hopefully these will, I can't remember if it's red or yellow these turn, but hopefully they'll ripen, and I'll prune this one back as well and do the same things, and hopefully might have a go at overwintering this chili plant as well. I've seen people do it, and I'll give it a go, and I'll keep you posted as to how well I do. So just to give it a hard prune, just give it a bit of slow release, just to keep it ticking over, and then hopefully it'll survive. If it gets really cold in my garage, I might put a bit of fleece around it for a bit of frost protection if it gets that cold, but if it dies, I'll just grow some fresh chili plants from seed. I've got plenty, so we'll see how it goes. So I hope you find that helpful, or interesting in fact. Right, well, the light's faded now, so I've had to come indoors, otherwise you wouldn't be able to see us. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you do, leave a comment, subscribe. Either way, hope you enjoyed it, so see you in the next one. Bye now.